Hey all you mathematicians, welcome back. For those of you joining us for the first time, my name is Mr. Holmon. I'm an elementary school math instructor with one goal, and that is to make math fun and enjoyable. Whether you think your math is the funnest when it's done, or whether you're a person that really loves problem solving, it's my job to get you to that end. Today, we're going to work on simplifying some fractions with a process called successive prime division. So if you're ready to go, get your pencil, paper, and eraser and prepare yourself to do some real math. Alright, let's get started. So in order to do successive prime division, first you need to know your prime numbers. It's a good thing though that you don't need to know them all because there's pretty much an infinite number. The ones we're going to use mostly are the first 5. Let's write them down first. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. 11 is very unpopular and you won't use it often, but you want to remember it because sometimes it will come into play. So let's review those 5 prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. These are the numbers we will be using exclusively as our tools to help us simplify fractions today. The first fraction we're going to look at is the fraction 28/63. Now just imagine that you solved the problem, probably multiplying fractions together, and this was your product. And it wasn't in your answer choices. Well, that's probably because it needs to be simplified. Well, now it's time to employ some successive prime division. The first thing you want to do is make a t-chart. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Now, you're going to put your numerator and your denominator in the top right of the t-chart. Next, you're going to look at your prime numbers and see which one is compatible or divisible with both numbers in your fraction. That means which factor here is divisible with both 28 and 63. Well, 2 will work with 28. It has an even ones place. But it won't work with 63. So 2 is out of the question. 3 might work. I might have to do a little long division to check on the side. But 3 might work. 5's not going to work because neither one of these numbers are divisible with 5. 7. Now I'm thinking about my facts of 7, and I do recall the product 28 and 63 occurring. Now if you don't remember your 7's, always think about making another t-chart to help you remember. And remember, when you're making this type of t-chart, you're always just adding the factor you're working with to the product in order to get the next product. So 14 plus 7 would give me 21, which is 7 times 3. And 21 plus 7 would give me 28, which is 7 times 4. Oh, 28. Interesting. Okay, so now the next number, 28 plus 7, would give me 35. And that's 7 times 5. 35 plus 7, that would give me 42. And that's 7 times 6. 42 plus 7, well, that would give me 49. And of course, that's 7 times 7. And then 49 plus 7 would give me 56. Because 49 plus 7 is 56. And that means 7 times 8 is 56. And 56 plus 7, well, that gives me 63. And that's 7 times 9. So there I have 2 numbers there that work with 7 and the numerator and denominator. So that means that 7 is my prime number. So we've already done the division. 28 divided by 7 is 4. And 63 divided by 7 is 9. So now I have just simplified that fraction. But the question is, can it be simplified any further? Well, You look at the new numerator and the new denominator and ask yourself, are any of my prime factors divisible with both, just like they were before? Well, 2 will work with 4, but will 2 work with 9? I don't think so. 3 is not divisible with 4. Neither is 5, 7, or 11. Therefore, we know now that since none of these prime numbers can help us break this fraction down any further, it is simplified to its simplest form. So I'll put a little happy face there to tell me, all done, and then I could put the simplest form here of 28/63 is 4/9. And I'm pretty sure that one would be in your answer choices. Let's take a look at another one. This time I have the fraction 35/45. Yikes, that's a little weird looking. But just remember, these same prime numbers can help you break this thing down to its simplest form. So let's make our t-chart. And thinking about it, it looks like 5 is going to work right away. So I'm going to use it. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 45 divided by 5 is 9. So now I ask myself, will any of my prime numbers help me to break down 7 and 9? If you said no, perfect answer, because none of these prime numbers are divisible with both 7 and 9. So therefore, we have found the simplest form of 35/45 as 7/9. I think we have time for one more. I'm going to jot down those prime numbers again. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. And let's see how they help us break this fraction down. 42/56. Yikes. Let's make a t-chart and get started simplifying this. So here I have 42 and 56. And looking there, I have 2 even numbers in the ones place. So that tells me that 2 will work and help me to break these numbers down. Now, 42 divided by 2. Well, if you couldn't do it mentally, you could definitely do it on the side. And there we have our answer. 42 divided by 2 is 21. What about 56 divided by 2? Well, it looks like 56 divided by 2 is 28. And now, we have to ask ourselves, is that in simplest form, or will another prime number help us simplify this further? If you said keep going, you said the right thing. So which one will work? Well, 2 won't work. 3 works with 21 because I remember 3 times 7 is 21. But I don't know. 3 and 28, those don't work together. 5's not going to work. 7, 7 worked with 21. And 7 times 4 is 28. So 7 will work. 21 divided by 7 is 3. And 28 divided by 7 is 4. Finally, I ask myself, is there another step I can go? And the answer is no, there's not. Because there's not another prime number that is compatible with both 3 and 4. So that means I have found the simplest form of 42/56 to be 3/4. Well, in a nutshell, that's successive prime division. It's really most importantly focused on learning and understanding the importance of these numbers right here 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11, the first 5 prime numbers. I hope my examples helped you today, and I hope you try to use successive prime division if you get stuck on a problem that needs simplifying. If you want to share some examples of your own, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, mathematicians, that's all the time we got. Catch you next time.